welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Ivy Hartman, and I'm really excited to be sitting here with Amy Johnson of KayOss Designs. Amy, welcome.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, it's exciting to be
here.
reunited. You and I worked on a project together years ago.
Yes.
For St. Louis Post-Dispatch, and a lot has happened for you in those amount of years, and we're going to cover a lot of the ground that KayOss has been through and Amy Johnson has. Talk about, we mentioned earlier in the show that you are an engineer by trade originally,
right.
Now a fashion designer. Talk about making that switch and coming to St. Louis.
Well, I think when we are growing up, we really don't know sometimes what we want to do, and our parents influence us, which I have great parents, but you know, they kind of try to help us out and guide us, and my dad was an engineer. He said I was good in math and science.
Sure,
and so what
that
do you
makes
do?
sense.
So I signed up for engineering. It was awful. But it was a really great job, did well, made a good income and good lifestyle, but I was never feeling passionate about what I was doing, and I knew that we're supposed to feel that. So I just kept trying different creative outputs and different arts. And one day I went to Italy and I took a fashion design class, and the very first day it was like lightning, and it hit me, and I knew that I was supposed to be a fashion designer.
And the rest is history, so
right.
to speak. Yeah.
But I never even thought about it before then. You
know what's interesting is you started, your designs have evolved also. So when you started at first, you were really just skirts, and they had a lot of movement to them.
Right.
Right?
Right. And I felt like there wasn't a lot of skirts out there that were really interesting. And the skirt was the easiest thing to make because I didn't go to school for this. So I was just, fitting my own body and then figuring out how to fit other women's bodies. But I really learned from my clients. Every time I fit somebody, everybody's different. So I either take the waist in, let the hips out. Some people want it longer, shorter. And then they wanted tops to go with their skirts. And I needed something to go down the runway. So I created the halter, which is now one of my biggest sellers, which I only made just to go down the runway so the models weren't naked.
the top, yeah.
So it's interesting. So I'm actually, my environment actually creates my growth.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so fast forward to now, let's not fast forward, because you've done a lot of charity events, trunk shows, then you had a pop-up space in the Central West End this summer, and that was successful for you. So where can people acquire your designs now?
Well, I really like doing the private fitting. I have a showroom in the Central West End, and it's by appointment, and that way I can be with the clients. I can see exactly what they need. I can, help them decide as far as colors and fabrics. But then I also carry in boutiques just to get more exposure, and I have great boutiques. Mr. Guy and Ledoux is amazing, and I'm going into the Collective MX downtown, which is going to be great on Wednesday. They're going to carry my line, so I have a downtown presence. And then I have the West End, so I'm starting to spread out through St. Louis. I do have some boutiques in other cities, but I really like concentrating on the St. Louis market.
So that's nice to hear, because I was thinking at one point you and I had talked, and there were buyers picking up skirts, I feel like, for big national chains at one point, and that kind of changes the dynamic of your business versus doing.
And I really think it matters who do you want to be, and how do you want to grow, and how do you want to live. So I look more at my lifestyle than at my business, and make sure that I'm being congruent with how I want to live my life and not just grow my business. So I make sure that I still have low stress and a lot of freedom to travel and to get inspired, and so it's more fun. It's not, constantly, growing and driving. So it worked out really well. All my seamstresses are local. They sew at their own pace and take on as much work as they want. So everybody's really happy with what they do, and that's what I want KayOss to be all about.
That sounds awesome. And the engineering is totally gone.
It's completely gone. I knew the last time I wasn't going back.
Look at you, and hence the glow. This isn't just a nice beach glow going on. This is really
But I do use a lot of the engineering in my design.
Sure.
Which they say you will always use everything you learn, and I truly believe that now, because it happens every day. I'm like, just with the lines and how it works. And
so speaking of that, we've got some great displays of some of Amy's designs behind us. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have Amy talk about these designs, as well as the designs that are soon to hit the runway at Glow Fashion Week, as well as another fundraiser coming up called the Tabletops event. So more with Amy when we come back, so don't go anywhere.